team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
From the gun on third down, say it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these two top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Brown. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Manning. And that one's incomplete.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Going for 6. Touchdown, Longhorns! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Julian Ncaa to throw. Open on the right side. That's Smith. Runs through a man. He might have space. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Here's Ncaa to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Running the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Play fake, Julian Ncaa. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Ncaa from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Longhorn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route, and the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Say it. Going long. Upstairs, he's got it. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Running inside, it's Rodgers. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. At the 30. Inside the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
He's got it on the run. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
And I like when offenses understand, man, when I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice gain, didn't get in the end zone. Now your decision. What do you want to do on 4th down?
Manning to throw for it on 4th. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Fakes the grab. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
They'll give it to Brown. Could be an alley. He's inside the 40. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's going to score on the interception. starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. The run inside. It's Rodgers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Fourth down, say it. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. All the way. Touchdown, Buckeye.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little... Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quarterback may change this route. First down, right back to Brown. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into. And there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nice move to keep running. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, They've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
Right back to the well. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Here's Brown. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the Hawkeyes, with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the pummeling has started.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Say it. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play, and in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Ohio State. A pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Throwing, say it, bringing the heat. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's going for a big play downfield. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback Keith. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Ncaa back to the air. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Off the RPO, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Ncaa to throw for it on fourth. Escapes the pressure going right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing Manning. Makes the catch. It Smothers. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Running inside. It Smothers. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Manning. Quick strike complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice...
Got it! Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Longhorn! And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They marched 72 yards, and they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Freeze! Q! Go!
4th down, Ncaa. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Manning with a play fake. Floating away. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here's Julian Ncaa to throw. He's going to let it go. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Great place to start for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed, and it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Snags it, and he's open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense working to manage that clock. They used the timeout, 1:55 remaining. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Inside the 50, the 30. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Here's Sayin to throw. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. This offense has it with really good field position. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They go right back to it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Turning it off. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down. He's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day. And you got to love this defensive performance so far.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Oh, they're after him. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got two great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously. You worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing.